here are a few ways to boost your GMB listing into the map pack. Now, when I say boost your GMB listing, this need not be temporary. This could be a real good movement in the map listing SERPs to get your GMB listing and your website into the maps, the three pack. Now, I'm going to show about 3 to 4 different. I call them hacks, but these are real strategies. If you do them the right way, um, I would call them white hat because we're going to use the power of Google and Google properties, and we all know Google loves Google. So we're going to send some links to a key different Google properties to get the listing into the map pack for our main keywords. But I want to caution that you don't want to do this to a brand new GMB listing, to a brand new website. You want to build the trust, build the power of the site the way I show in the full course. I have a full course. You can reach out to me if you want more information. But you want to get some trust going into the website and the listing by building some social profiles and citations, the specific way that I show you to build trust. And then you also want to build some power by having some relevant niche and geo-relevant high domain authority sites linking with specific anchor text strategy. You want to build the power and trust up before you do some of these strategies. So basically, these are some ways that I have used and in my tested my own sites. And the first time I used it, in a couple of my sites, I used it in a matter of days, like 5 or 7 days. My map listing went from like number 7 to number 2. Like it was crazy. It just screamed into the three pack. It's been stuck there for now a little over 2 months now. And basically, what I started doing was I started testing some of the GMB, the new GMB features that are coming, like the GMB posts. I also started using the GMB reviews and the photos and things like that. So basically, I'll go over what exactly I do. But the gist of it is I'm going to start using the new Google Posts or the GMB Posts feature. I'm also going to use the GMB site, the business.site free Google domain that we get in the GMB listing. I'm going to use the existing GMB, the maps URL. If anyone's left any reviews, we can use those reviews URL. And obviously, we have photos, pictures in the GMB listing. We're going to use those URL, and we're going to send links to these URLs. Now, if you really understand, and I'll show you in detail, the only place that this Google review or the Google photo is even available is in the GMB, the map listing itself, the GMB, the Google My Business listing, right? So any links we send to this, obviously the link juice trickles down into the Google My Listing, thereby boosting it. So we are not sending any PBNs or any links directly to the GMB listing itself. That I may not fully recommend that, though I've done that and gotten away with it. But what I do recommend, and I've seen this, I've tested it, is maybe have these links, send links to these links, send the backlinks, PBNs, if you do them the right way, it's gangbusters, literally. But even if you don't want to, if you don't know PBNs, you can use other backlinks. But you want to send those links to, let's say, a Web 2.0, which points to these URLs, which then points to the GMB listing itself. So let me go into the detail and I'll explain what exactly I mean. So this is a test GMB, and a website that I had a few months ago, Southfield Orthodontist. This is my listing here. So basically, if I log into the dashboard, the Google My Business listing, this is the listing itself. You see the information over here. We have it's a verified listing. Let it come on. Yeah, it's a verified listing. You can view how it looks like on search on maps. I had a domain. It's actually, I forgot to renew it, so I haven't renewed it yet. But I had a domain and I used it for some testing purposes. But what I've done is I went ahead and I created a post, right? This is a new feature. So just a few minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, I created a post. Just, it's very simple. If you want to create a post, you can go on that, click on create a post. It comes up over here, and then you can just, insert a picture, put some information. In my case, I just said I'm giving 50% discount, and you can put a button over here. And the post itself, if you go to the listing over here, I'll show you exactly how it looks like. So if I click on the GMB listing here, this is the the search results itself. The GMB information comes up here, and then this is how the post looks like. So if you have more than one post, it just keeps scrolling like this, sideways, but this is the post, right? And if you click on this, it takes you to the website that I had, which doesn't work anymore, the southfieldontist.com. It doesn't exist anymore. But basically, that is the post, right? And then over here, we have a link called share post. What I do is I click on that, I copy this link, and then I can send PBNs to this if I know to do the right way. Make sure you know exactly how to use the PBNs the way we teach them. Or you can create Web 2.0 sites like Web 2.0 properties like Weebly, WordPress, Tumblr, or even any other sites, and put these links over there and then send PBN links to that Web 2.0. That's the whole idea. So this link, the only place that this is even available is in the Google My Business listing. And so any links that hit here, that link juice will pass to my map listing, and that will boost my map listing as far as I have everything else in place, the on-page optimization for the maps listing and the site and things like that, right? What I also do is I go to the over here is the Google My Business website. So this is a free website that Google gives. It basically is let me see. So if I go here and click on view site, it basically come on. Sorry about that. So if I click on view site here, this is exactly the the site URL itself. It's southfieldontist.business.site. You can create this site, and then you can even put other links on here. So you can put the Google post link over here. You can put the Google My Business link over here, and then send PBNs and other links to this page. So basically, what we are doing is we're using the power of Google properties, these new features that have come up, like the Google Posts, the Google, all these Google okay, reviews is another thing, the pictures, the website, and we're sending links to them, and that will pass the link juice to the Google My Business listing itself, right? One other thing I do is if you go and search for Google My Business in the maps itself, um, let me click on this. There's the share button right here. You can click on that and you can take this link, this URL. So if you want to send a link, you can copy this link and you can send links to this link. The only place that this is pointing to is the Google My Business listing, right? So you can just take this, put it in a Web 2.0 or any other website, and then send backlinks, PBN links, any kind of links to the back, to that Web 2.0. I also do the map embed. So I go to embed a map, I copy this, and I embed these in press release. You can order a press release and embed maps in that, or you can even go to a place like Fiverr.com. And what I do is I just buy a few Web 2.0 properties. Preferably, what you can do is you want to buy expired Web 2.0s. Let me see if it even comes up. So expired Web 2.0, which already has some domain authority, some page authority. I mean, Web 2.0s already have, pretty nice. Sorry, my screen froze for some time. So basically, if you search for expired Web 2.0s, there are people selling, 5 Tumblr, 5 Weebly, 5 WordPress Web 2.0s. Web 2.0 blogs for just $5. So you get 15 for $5. Get those, optimize them the right way so they talk about dentistry and Southfield dentistry and things like that. And then you can put this map embed over there. You can actually put a link to this over there. You can put a link to the business.site URL. You can put a link to the post, and then you can send some PBN links to the Web 2.0 itself. So the whole idea is you're not hitting the GMB listing itself. You're not hitting this GMB listing URL. which is not really, some people hit that with PBN links and other links. I don't really recommend them. But you're hitting Web 2.0s and other press releases which contains links like posts and websites and photos. That's another one you can do. And those will pass the link juice to the GMB listing itself. So the whole idea is we're taking the power of um, the Google properties. You can actually send some backlinks to this because this will send to each of these um, images, right? Or you can click on one of the images, take this URL and hit it, and all of these, if you really understand, reside on the Google My Business listing. And so, hey, that's going to pass juice to the Google My Business listing itself, and that's going to move your listing up the search engines, up the map pack for your main keyword. Again, provided you have it on, optimized for the keyword pretty well in the website, the GMB and all that. One other thing I do is if you go to reviews, if you have some good reviews, I just created a quick review for this one. But if you go to reviews, and if you search in the map pack, so let's just go here and search. Um, it doesn't show my review yet because it was pretty much just a few minutes ago I left the review. It doesn't show any review, but you can actually, when you see, so let's say for an example, this is the person, this is the website I want to go to. I go, once you have a couple of reviews, click on one of those reviews. So click on this person who's left the reviews, right? It'll open up that person's profile with all the the reviews that he or she has left. Then you want to click on your specific review that she has left for you. Click on the share, get this link, and send links to this, right? So we're sending a lot of backlinks to 3, 4, 5 different Google web properties, Google properties that are all really pointing to our GMB listing, and that's going to really pass juice and help us. Pretty much if you do it right without too much of over optimization, it'll scream into the map pack. That's what I have seen really. And what kind of anchor text you want to send when you link to these, I would just keep it generic, right? Just keep it dentist or just keep it dental clinic. Do not over optimize with the exact keyword. Do not just link all of these URLs with the exact keyword, Southfield orthodontist, or if in your case, if you're doing Chicago plumber, send the anchor text to these URLs, just say plumber or plumbing company, or even like generic click here. Do not just send Chicago plumber anchor text all the time. Just keep it generic because the power of the Google URLs and your on-page optimization for the website and the GMB, that would help make Google understand for what keyword it should show up for. All we are doing is using the different various Google features that we have here and getting those URLs using the power and the trust that Google has for Google's properties and powering those Google URLs, those properties, so that link juice, trickles down to the GMB itself, and that'll move your map pack, move your listing to the top of map pack. So I hope I made some sense. Again, try this. Do not try it for a brand new GMB. You could always test it out. But I would highly recommend, you have some links going, build some trust, some citations, social profiles, some links, some power, and have that GMB and the site at least up there in Google for 2 to 3 months before you try this. But if you already have a site that's up there, been there for a couple of months or maybe a couple of years, it hasn't gone to the top, try this and you'll probably see quite a bit of a difference. Hope this helps, guys.